Hey there, my name is Tony Kalogridis, and for me, I don't think it's for this assignment. It's answering which path I would prefer to follow, whether it be a senior managerial or an entrepreneur. It's at what point when I want to do each. The career field that I'm planning on pursuing is farming, and when you're becoming a farmer, it's easier to become a farm manager of an existing farm first. There's already a lot of established farms out there, and there's a high need for farmers right now, with the average age of a farmer being 58 years old. So, in my circumstance, it's really better to pursue being a manager out of school until I can build the capital and the resources and the experience needed to become an entrepreneur and open my own. Um, so with me, I think it's a 15-year managerial first before moving into it. But also with that, I believe the skills for one kind of coincide with the other. I don't think that there's a large difference between the skills needed to be an effective senior managerial or manager versus being a successful entrepreneur. Um, some of the skills that I occupy that are needed to be a successful manager for farming is going to be time management. Communication skills are really important. Problem solving is really important. Um, you have to be a creative thinker. You have to be good with basic administration and finance skills. You have to be able to plan ahead well. You have to be thorough with your delegation to make sure you can't be everywhere at once. You have to make sure everything's taken care of and the right people are pursuing the right path. And then, you really have to be a strong leader too. If we're for a given farm, at any time of the year you may have 30 or 40 full-time employees, but once you move into the harvest, that could be tenfold that. With the amount of harvesters coming in, and you have to be able to not only keep your full-time guys focused and motivated, but as well as you have to help all these new people coming in stay focused and motivated. So I think those are some really key facts when it comes to being an effective or a successful farmer of an existing outfit. And then, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, I think some other things kind of come into play. I think you have to be a little bit more patient, which, you obviously have to be patient to be a farmer, but I think a little bit more patient. And then you got to be a little more creative. You have to be a little bit more willing to take risks, even though farming in general is a risk because you can't really predict the weather. You can only do so much. But you have to be a big risk taker. And I think ultimately you have to be optimistic. I think optimism is a huge part of being an entrepreneur. That is more important than when you're being a manager, because you're going to have a lot of issues along the way, and a lot of not success. Of things really not working out for you. So it's always good to be optimistic and just be happy with the goals that you can reach as you go. But overall, I think they're very similar in the things needed to accomplish them. Some of the things that I personally need to work on would be, number one, organization. It's very easy to not be organized when you're a farmer and you're working out of your office some, but you're really out of your truck, and pieces of paper in your pocket and things like that. So I've been working on that. And communication, but only in the fact that I'm still learning Spanish. Primarily, most agricultural workers, especially, well, I guess throughout the country, happen to be some type of migrant worker or Hispanic of some origin. So in order to lead them is really effectively, it's really better to speak their language, so you can show them, we're on the same page, and like you can show them that you're on board with them, and not that you're just telling them what to do. And I think that's a big way to make yourself a better manager or entrepreneur. So that is all. So thank you. Having a great day.